Bankrupt. Haz&Meg go through the roof as ending up with none after losing £18 million from Spotify deal. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry may not receive the full £18 million from their contract with Spotify after the first episode of the Sussexes podcast was not popular enough to warrant a second episode, a media lawyer has claimed. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex signed an £18 million deal with Spotify in December 2020 but have since only produced just one 35-minute podcast episode. Speaking to Express.co.uk about the deal, media lawyer Ian Penman, who specialises in music streaming contracts, claimed that the podcasts are likely to have been less popular than Spotify and the royal couple expected. He said, "It would not be an unfair assumption that perhaps their popularity was not as great as maybe they or indeed Spotify initially felt. I think you could draw a conclusion that if Spotify haven't exercised the option on the next episode of the podcast, then maybe they did not have the popularity that either Meghan and Harry expected or indeed Spotify anticipated." But the media lawyer explained that Spotify is unlikely to have lost out. He said that they are unlikely to have paid the full £18 million upfront and are instead likely to have paid the Duke and Duchess of Sussex a small advance, retaining the right to back out of the contract if the first episode was not popular. He told Express.co.uk, "It's famously the case in music deals, this goes back decades, that when people talk about a large deal, like Robbie Williams signing a deal for £15 million or something, it does not mean he gets £15 million on day one. So the problem you have here, I would imagine, is that when they talk about an £18 million Spotify podcast deal, it probably means that they have signed their first product, in this case a podcast. They then have many, many options for further products. All those options are in Spotify's favour. Make no mistake, they're not in Meghan and Harry's favour. If all those options are exercised, and we don't know how many podcasts that relates to, it may be that the total money spent by Spotify is £18 million. So, have they lost any money today? Probably, not a penny. However, he did claim that somebody may have got a slaptrust as a result of the deal. He said, "Whoever gave them the initial advance and did the contract, it's rather like the A&R man who signed the band that fails. Does that person have egg on their face if they did happen to part with a lot of money as an advance as a recording cost? Someone may get a slaptrust in Spotify if they parted with a lot of cash and actually nobody bothered to listen to it." Recently, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle accused of overshadowing Queen Elizabeth II on Christmas. ITV hosts on Friday questioned the timing of the release of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Christmas card, especially since it came before Buckingham Palace shared a photo of Queen Elizabeth II for the festive season. Good Morning Britain presenters Kate Garraway and Richard Bacon discussed the festive greeting from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The holiday card shared the first glimpse of the family of four, which marked their daughter, Lilibet Diana's public debut since her birth on June 4. Bacon claimed that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle released their card half an hour before Buckingham Palace and the Queen did. But the fact was they shared it on December 23, several hours before the palace released photos of Queen Elizabeth II. So is there a suggestion, Richard, that they kind of did that, to in some way, usurp the Queen? Garraway asked, to which her co-host replied, "It sounds ridiculous to me, but that is obviously the suggestion."